Hey guys, Beccadora here, and today I'm going to be taking you through the Huda palette and some various things that I've bought from Superdrug, just some new products, and yeah, just a fun little mess around with the Huda palette. I've already made a little start on my eyeshadow. I've just used the Jones, Seize and Warning from the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, and main attraction of this video is the Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsessions, which, oh my goodness, you can tell I've been practicing with it already. I've used a little bit of the deep red in the corners of my eyes, and I'm just gonna create a little cut crease. Here it is, lovely little tiny brush, and then I'm gonna get some of my Clinique foundation, which is a shade that's a little bit too deep for me, so I've just been using it for the little cut creases because it is a really thick concealer, so that's good. But before that, what I want to do is just put some of this MUA colour correction over my blemishes. I found this is really nice. It's a nice creamy consistency. It's easy to blend, it's easy to apply. So I'll just pop some of that on quickly. I find this covers spots and rosacea really well, and I've got a lot of rosacea all on my cheeks and like underneath here, so I found it really hard to get foundation that would cover that, even the thicker ones. So I looked into the colour correcting serums, and this is the one that I decided on. It was only £2 from Superdrug because I didn't want to go out and buy something and then be like, oh, that was pricey, but I'm never going to use it. Now I know I will use it. I might upgrade in the future or once this is worn out. The little brush I was using was just a little concealer brush from a little really cute little set that has some foundation, powder and lip brush from Studio London, which again was from Superdrug. These are only a couple of quid. They're really nice brushes, they're really smooth, they pick up stuff really well. I also got the MUA Hide and Conceal, which is good for the larger spots, just to make sure they're definitely not going to come through, fingers crossed. This one is a lot thicker, it's a lot heavier on the skin and it feels a little bit cakey, but it does cover really well. It gives nice coverage. I haven't noticed it getting particularly oily, and as I have oily skin, that's a good thing. So if you had dry skin it would be fine, and if you've got oily skin it's okay as well. Obviously fine for normal skin as well. Now for the fun part. What you want to do with a cut crease, right? My beginner mistake was to just sweep it across, but if you do that then it will go all jagged, or just, it doesn't work. You just can't do it like that. You have to gradually pat your way across the lid, and it takes a little bit of practice and a little bit of time. I have been practicing recently to try and get better for you guys. A good tip that I saw online was if you look up whilst the foundation is still setting, then it will tell you if you can go higher with the crease or not. think the colour that I'm going to use for the corner of my eyes as a contrast, so I don't want to use this one, even though I do really love it. It's a really nice coppery colour once it gets on. I want to create something that really shows the cut crease. I would love to use the green, but I find it a little bit awkward to use along with the blue as well. I find them harder to get that colour on. You have to work it a lot more, and using a brush with it I find incredibly difficult. Obviously if you put prepping spray on your brush, then it will really stick to it and look really fantastic, but you do end up wasting a lot of the product. So I found that the easiest way to apply this is just with your finger, because it grips onto it straight away, and when the foundation's still slightly damp, it will stick onto that as well, so it works really nicely. I'm just going to take this shade up here for the corners. Nice. I think what I might do actually, just to show the difference, is do it on this eye with a brush, and this eye obviously I've done just with my finger. So just get a little bit of my Insta Fix and Go. I say a little bit. Just put 4 sprays on here. See, you can't, it isn't really sticking to the brush. I'll do 3 more swabs. Comes out a lot more drastic when you use a brush, but I don't like the idea of wasting a lot of this product because it is so nice, and I know what I'm like. I'll just keep going back to one shade and then I'll hit the pan and I'll be like, oh damn, if only I'd have done that with my finger and not wasted as much, then I could have like had this so much longer. Oh no. And just use a little bit in the corners. See it? Come on. I don't know if you can see it a lot, but there's a lot of product on my arm that's just came out of the brush. I'm going to use a bit of the deep red in the corners again to match what I've worked into the crease. And then work round to this lighter red, the more brassy copper colour. Okay, I'm just going to take a little bit of that colour and just blend a little bit. Right, there we go, and I'm just going to again tidy up. There we go. Now you can actually see how much is being wasted. I'm now just going to pop my foundation on. I'll see you in a moment. Got a bit carried away. All of the products on my face you've seen, or you can find in my other videos. Apart from the eyebrows, I just quickly used the Arc de Triomphe by Soap and Glory, I think it is. Yeah, Soap and Glory. I recently got this from Kiko Milano. It's a smart contouring palette. It's in number 1 because I'm pretty damn pale. And just that comes with a nice little mirror. And I'll use this for my contouring. It's very strong. Like, you won't see in the video how powerful it is, but you definitely have to do your tap-ins. And a neat little trick I learned recently is with your highlighter, only take it from here to here, because then at certain angles you get a really nice shine and you aren't drawing attention to the end of your nose constantly. I saw it on some guy's YouTube channel, I can't remember what he's called, I was like half asleep. But it's just a more subtle way of highlighting. Nice. Not like overly keen on this because it is like, it's really nicely pigmented, but once you get it on it's a little bit cakey and it's a bit too cakey for me. Another thing I recently got is this fantastic fan brush. I'm gonna use my mermaid heart just for here and here. Shiny. Right, I think that's all. This brush is quite wiry, but I actually quite like it. It's not half as soft as I thought it was going to be, but I do really like it, and I think it's a really nice brush. They weren't expensive, it was just another one from Superdrug. I think they're called fantasy brushes. Just to finish up, I'm going to use my Urban Decay waterliner in the shade Legend. And finishing spray. Mascara, that's what I've forgotten. How could I forget this? Oh, I'm such a numpty. Everyone's obsessed with lashes and they're the one thing that I always forget. It's all liner and eyeshadow and highlighter for me. And as you can see, the coverage with that colour correction and stuff, my skin looks so much better. And I also used the Banana Powder by Primark, PS Insta Girl. I think the last thing I'm going to do is just do some swabs up my arm of this Huda palette. I'll put that in the video afterwards so I can use the front camera, so then you can really see how sparkly it is, what kind of shade it comes out as. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed my little cut crease and little product review of things that Gavin got me from Superdrug. Yeah, see you guys later. If you enjoyed, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you! What's that, Hagrid? What's that?